Putting My Misery on Display. This is from Gary Allan, CVT Guitar Lesson for Robert. Robert, you got great taste in music. Ooh, that wasn't good. I don't know if how to find out who this guitar player is, but he's fabulous, man. The dude is smoking. I've researched and I can't find out who plays guitar on this song. But he's awesome. A lot of leads. This is a very long song. Now it's a breakdown of the song, so you really need to listen to the phrases. I mean, it would take me quite a while to practice the phrasing and memorize them all, so keep that in mind. You really utilize these tabs and listen to the song. It's in standard tuning. We're going to go 7A. This is our intro solo. Hammer to 9 to 7D. Okay, short rest, 9, slide to 11D, 9, 11G. Just pentatonic pieces. On the B string, go 10, 12. And then 10, hammer 12, bend. Stop, and then 10B vibrato. Okay, 12, 10, 12, bend, release, slide. And then pick, bend, release, pull off to 10, slide to 9. So, or actually, love that. 11G, 9G, hammer 10. 11, 10, 9D, vibrato. So, slide. 9 seconds in is our next one. 9G, slide to 11, use your middle finger. And then 10, 12, 12B, bend. 12E twice. 12B, bend, release. To 10B, 11G. So, 12E, 10B twice, vibrato. So that one is 11G to 10, 12, 12B. But check this out. Their half step bend release is 3 times. And then pick, bend release, 10B, slide to 6, and then pick 5B. 5B's in parentheses because it's the downbeat of the verse, so you may want to cut out that note unless you know how to come back in. But most of this is going to be solo stuff, by the way. 18 seconds in, section 1, A major, bar, chord, bar, everything 5, and go 7A, 7D, 6G. And once you get the strum for one chord, Robert, they're the same for the rest, for the most part. Basically top 3 strings or so, and then the rest is all 6 strings. It's... do that again. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, into C sharp 7. To me it sounds like 4 on the A, 3D, 4G, and 2B. Make sure you're muting those E strings because we have to do the same type of thing. Hit the root, which is the A string, and then do the same strumming that we did on the last one. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. To D major, I think it's this version. Pinky 5A, 4D, 2G, 3B. And play the root, which is the 5th fret on the A, and then the same strum. Back to A. Start it over. Okay, the D major, and then it's going to change. D minor. So you'll need your tabs to see where we got double dots for repeat, second time no star. So after the D major, we go to A major the first time. Second time, don't go to the A major, go to D minor. Bar everything, 5th fret from the A string down, 7D, 7G, and 6B. Same strum, the root is off the A string. A major, same thing. Leads you into the end of that, which is a standard E major, open 2, 2, 1, open, open. Okay, and probably some more solos. Let's see. Top of page 3. Oh yeah, some little filler stuff. Some double stops. Very cool. Bar the 5th fret, strings 1 and 2. hammer to 7B. Make sure you can still hear the E string. Rest, pull off back to the 5. Same concept, 4G, 5B, but we're going to hammer the 6G this time. Rest, and pull that off. So we have palm mute 4D twice, and then 4G bend, 2G. The 2G is in parentheses, that's the downbeat once again. So you may want to skip that to go back into section 1, which was that strum progression in the verse. Next solo bit you're going to come across is another filler. 12B, bend, whole step, 12E twice, and do that 2 times. And then bend release to 10B to 9B. It's in parentheses, once again, that's the downbeat. Section 2, this is a new part. It's that C#7 we used earlier from the A string down, 4-3, 4-2. And there's lots of guitars in here, Robert. Sounded like at least 3 to me. So I had to pick one that I thought would stand out the most. And try to keep it consistent. We're going to arpeggiate part of this. A, D, G, B together twice. We're going to do that twice. D major, just a standard 2-3-2 open open. Or you don't have to hit the open A, but most people end up hitting it. Mute the low E for sure. Down, 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 up to A major, open A, 2-2-2, D, G, B to open E, same strum. Down, 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 up. That's going to go. Pay close attention to the double dots because on the C#7 that's double dotted. Okay, and then we move on, right? Then you go back, you'll see double dots 3 times. You're going to do that whole part and end it with the E major. Okay, then more solos. 2-4 on the D, palm muting the D. So we have 2-4G. So it's 2-4-4 on the G, slide to 6 vibrato. So we have. Don't let the palm mute throw you. If you're not feeling it, don't put it in there. I'd hate for you to mess up the phrase over something that minor, you know. Pinch harmonic, which once again, do your best with that. 6, slide to 4. So we're gonna go. And then 2-4, slide to 6 vibrato. 2-10, go 4-5B, 6G, vibrato. Slide way up to around fret 21. 2-13, we're going to bend 12B. And then 10B, 11G. And then, I love that, it's 10B, 11G, 10, 13, 10 on the B. Okay, and then 10, 11, BG. And then on the B, this time go 10, 12. Half step bend, hold, release, bend, pick, half step, again. 12, 10, B. And then 12, 10 again. And then he'll pick the 12, he'll go 12, 10, 12, bend, whammy, vibrato. But that's in parentheses, so that's the downbeat again. So pick and choose how you want to approach that. Another filler comes in here, 257, open E, hammer to 2, and then open 2 on the A. I would use 3rd finger though. Slide to 4, 2-4, D and G. Bend the 4, and then 4-2 vibrato. So it's and you can bend up or down when you're on that string. Okay, moving along, page 4, 327. Open 2-2, A, D, and G. So it's our A chord. Palm mute the open A twice. This is tough to hear, but 2 G and B, hammer to 4G. Make sure you can hear both notes. The 2 GB, palm mute twice. Bar 2nd fret D and G, same concept, hammer to the 4D. Strum it with a palm mute. So it's, and then we go back to the 2-2. So it's 2nd fret A. This is interesting. 2-2-5 And that walks us into that C sharp 7 again. Just like before. But this time, we're going to go D major. So it'll go down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, E. So we have 341, open 2-2, A, D, and G. It's gonna ring for a bit, and then the solo. Again, 12th fret, 348 in on the E and B. I like to kind of bar this stuff and back it with a couple fingers and bend them. And you don't have to bend very far. 10B vibrato, 12B bend, 352, go 9G slide to 11, and then 10, 12B. Pick the 12E, and then bend the 12B, go to 12E again. So it's bend the 12B 3 times, vibrato, slide. 357, 12E, index, slide to 14. And then go back to 12, hammer 14. Pick 12, E and B. 12B half step bend, 12B, 14G. So it's 12, 14, BG. And then double stops again at 4 minutes in. 5th fret, E and B. This time you can hammer both of them, which I think is easier. 5th fret, both. 4, 5, GB, hammer to 6G. You can hear them both, right? To the 4, 5, GB. So it's palm mute the 2nd fret on the D. Hammer to 4D. Go 2G. 4, 2, bend 4, 2, 4. Pick the 2, hammer 4, pull 2 to 4D. That's a good example of a subgroup, those last 4 notes, right? You have 2, 4G, bend, 2, 4, there's another subgroup. And then this one again. 2, 4, 2, pick hammer pull to 4D. The 2, 4, 2's on the G. On the G, go 2, 4, slide to 6. Bar the 5th fret on the E and B, twice rest, hit it again, and this is really cool. Kind of difficult to hear. Like I said, there's multiple guitars, lots of effects. 7 on the B with the open E, slide to 10. Strum them both to 9B. So it's 11G, 9G, hammer 10. Oh yeah, I love that one. So let's take it from the 11G, 9 hammer 10, 9, 11 9D. So we can subgroup that when we have this. On the A, go 11 9 8. So 9D slide to 11 vibrato, and then slide. Killer, just tasty riff right there. Okay, top of page 5, and I think we got 7 pages total. Yes, we do. 410, 19th fret, high E, bend. Hold, and then go 17, 19, E, B. And then on the E, 17, 20, 17, vibrato. We did something like that earlier in a different spot, so. 17, 19, 17, B, E, or E, B, E. 20E, bend, vibrato, 10 times. You'll hear it in there a bunch of times. And then at the end of that one, let's see, 15, 17, 19, so we're on 20. The 10th one, bring it down a half step, you'll go. That's crazy. And then 20E twice. Slide. 420 in, 4G, we're going to bend twice. Pre-bend release the 4, pull off to 2. So we want to subgroup that, right? We go like this. You're bending it, picking it, then dropping it. Right here. 4G bend vibrato. This part, craziness, man. Or very shortly coming up. Pinch harmonic 4G. But you're going to bend it first. and then pick it, half step, and then drop it vibrato. So it emulates or imitates, right? And then he does this at 426, this tapping thing, man. It's awesome. You know, this player reminds me of Vince Gill, but I still don't know. So if you find out, let me know. We're gonna tap the 12th fret, and you can use your index or middle or whatever, but we're bending it a whole step and going 12, pulling off to 9 4 times, and then drop it and do it 4 times, or 2 times with that. So it's, here it is slow. Okay, then 11G, we're gonna tap and go to the 9 3 times. Do the same thing but go to 7, so, and then the 6th fret, so your melody is. And I think we're gonna keep going. Tap 9G, scooting the tap over, go to 4G, and do that 3 times. And then 9 to 2, 6 times. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. 9 tap to 4 3 times. Bend, and then take your 3rd finger, go to 4G, 432 timestamp, bend release twice to 2G. So 4 2D. 3A hammer 4 in parentheses because